Good morning, children. Today we are going to study about role of the government in health. This is our second chapter of civics. Children, just think and tell me what problems we are facing right now. Of course, the first thing which will come in your mind is about the pandemic. What pandemic we are facing? We are facing the problem of coronavirus. Countrywide, worldwide, everywhere we are facing this problem. Now the question arises, what our government is doing for us? So the utmost answer is that the government is taking all the possible methods to control it, to protect its citizens from this pandemic, and also trying to find the solution to this problem, to this disease, this virus. So we can say that government plays a very important role for the health of its citizens. So let's see in detail what all the government does for controlling, for taking care of the health of its citizens. So children, just now I was telling you about the role of the government in health, and we discussed the recent condition of our country, of our world, that what is the role of the government, what the government is doing during this pandemic situation which our country, which our whole world is facing. And we came to the conclusion that the government is doing its level best to find the cure for this virus, and it's doing a lot of effort to protect the people, to save the lives of the people from this virus, which is becoming very harmful day by day. So we were discussing about the health problems. Now we'll see the past conditions, the healthcare in India. Children, we know that we require proper healthcare facilities like hospitals, health centers, testing laboratories, ambulance services, blood banks, etc. to prevent and treat illnesses. To run these kinds of facilities, we require nurses, health workers, qualified doctors, and other healthcare professionals. We should have the medicines and equipments that are essential for treating patients. There are a great number of doctors, clinics, and even hospitals in India, but they cannot provide healthcare services to everyone. Just see this ratio, why they do not provide the proper healthcare facilities. And just see this graph, average expenditure for treatment per hospitalization. So this is the average expenditure, which means the amount spent per hospital for the treatment of the people in the rural areas as well as in the urban areas. And this is the National Family Health Survey done. Now children, we will be talking about the private and public healthcare services. What do we mean when we say private healthcare services and public healthcare services? Children, the basic difference and the main difference is that the public health services or the public health departments, they are run and controlled by the government for the welfare of its entire citizens. And the private services means the private clinics. They are owned and controlled by the doctors themselves privately for their own benefits. And when we compare the charges, the costs, the facilities, the private clinics are more costly than public. So let's see in the little more detail. Healthcare services are divided into two categories, public and private healthcare services. So first let's see public health services. The government runs public health services. These include health centers and hospitals, and these are associated together and cover both rural and urban areas. Public health services supply treatment to all kinds of problems, that is, from common illnesses to special services. Generally, in the village, health centers have a nurse and a health worker. They are well qualified in dealing with regular illnesses. They work under the control of doctors at the primary healthcare center, and this center covers various villages in a rural area. District hospitals are there. They supervises the health centers at the district level, and government established these hospitals and health centers to provide health care to all its citizens. So the health services, they are called public health services, and the resources to run public health services are obtained by the public in the form of taxes paid to the government. So the public health services are provided at either low cost or free of cost. And the importance of children public health services is to take action to stop the diseases from spreading, such as TB, malaria, jaundice, cholera, diarrhea, chikungunya, etc. Now, private health services. In India, many doctors run their own private clinics. Registered medical practitioners, they are found in the rural areas. Urban areas have a lot number of doctors providing specialized services by running their privately owned hospitals and nursing homes. There are several laboratories that do tests and offer special facilities such as X-ray, ultrasound, etc. Unlike public health services, in private health centers, patients have to pay a lot of money for every service. So children, this is a graph showing rising hospital cost and lack of trust. They are key citizens issues in healthcare in India. So rising cost of drugs and medicines, it has become 9%. The rising cost in hospital, it has reached to 42%, and the trust in healthcare system, it's also 42%. And the availability of healthcare services, children, as you can see, it's just 7%. Now the case for public and the case for private is just a healthcare debate. Just go through it and try to understand what are the points of debate on healthcare issues. Now, healthcare and equality. How, children, this healthcare services is related with equality? Let's see. In India, private services are increasing day by day, but public services, they are not. These services are run for profit, as I have told you right now, and the cost of these services is very high, and medicines are too expensive. Various people, they cannot have enough money to pay them, or they have to borrow money when there is an illness in the family. These private services, they encourage practices that are incorrect in order to earn more money. For example, it is common to find doctors prescribing unnecessary medicines, injections, or saline bottles when tablets or simple medicines can be sufficient for any health disease. So children, everyone deserves equal health care facilities. There shouldn't be any discrimination on the basis of healthcare services. Everyone should be treated equally. So finally, I want to end the chapter by this saying: dream big, stay positive, work hard, and enjoy the journey, and need not to worry about the health issues. If you stay home, stay safe, and take proper precautions, you are definitely not become the victim of this pandemic. So stay safe, stay home, stay healthy, and take proper precautions and follow the guidelines given to us by the doctors. That's all for today. Thank you. Have a good day.